Hey, greetings, everybody, and I am Dr. Ass, and I am here to amuse you. No, I'm just kidding. Well, I guess I am sort of right. But nevertheless, my sister Angel will be with us in a minute, and I'll introduce her. But I definitely want to show you guys, boom, my jacket. I've been anticipating this, and it has happened. I have called unto the all of the healers in the universe who have came before me and who has restored their likeness and who have given me the light, who have shined their bright angels down on me and say, hey, we give you the torch and we need you to keep it moving, and we want to show you how. So anyway, look at my beautiful shirt, Ass Life Coaching Ministries is coming at you, and I'm trying to get you and pull you in to this life of Dr. Mary. And to get that healing going, to be happy, to find yourself, to look within, to know who you are, to celebrate you. I couldn't even do all that. I'm just laughing to myself. But nevertheless, I'm definitely here in full effect. I'm one of the ones they shouldn't have gave y'all, what's any money. But no, I'm just kidding. We're definitely here to review this movie, and this movie definitely touched me in so many ways. And as you know, I don't kind of be stuck in my teeth and be talking. As you know, that Sister Angel and myself, we decided to do this movie review, to do movie reviews, and this movie is a movie that I selected. Now, let's talk about the time when someone came to us and said, review this particular movie. I just couldn't really review that particular movie because of I gotta work one of those. I have to work my energy into seeing that movie because I don't want to see anything that even hits child pornography, even if it's not. It may not be, but it's just something about that other particular movie that we were asked to review. And of course, you may not know this. Sister Angel and myself, we're real people. And we're not going to sit on here and just be like, yes, what do you think, Ebert? We're not Sickle or Fickle or Dickle, whatever his name was, and Ebert. That's not who we are. We are not the type of people who, and sometimes half of the time, we don't even remember the dang old movie that we initially watched, right? I mean, how many of you all remember the exact movie that you saw? Even if it was really good, you remember the characters in it. You remember even the people who did the movie. The actors. You may remember the actor's name. You may even remember the characters in which that they played. Sometimes I don't even remember the character's name half of the time. I just like a good movie. And if I keep on seeing an actor, then I may learn his name, I mean, how could you forget names like Denzel Washington? How could you forget names like Viola Davis? Is that what her name is? Angela Bassett. How could you forget actresses like that? How could you forget a lot of these characters, Robert De Niro, Al Pacino? You can't forget any of those folks because guess what? Because they left a staple in your heart and they made you really want to watch them. They made you interested in what they had to say and getting down with the get down. So for us And for me, I am definitely a type of person who, again, remembering all these names of these movies, remembering, I mean, you're lucky the fact that I could tell you what the dang old movie meant. Okay?
Hey, did you hear me okay?
Yes, we're on live. I'm just talking.
Oh, right on, right on. Yeah, love the shirt, love the shirt.
Oh, yeah. And by the way, I showed Sister Angel my shirt, but I didn't show y'all.
Yeah.
I had to go through this thing of um if you will, immersion and just trying to explain to people that they lucky to remember the dang on name of the movie. Okay? Half of the time, we not Cisco and Ebert. That ain't us.
That's right.
That ain't who we are. Okay?
That's right. Let me
You
tweet
know,
this out.
we love for y'all to come out, but we're not gonna remember half the time, like I said, we're not gonna even remember all the characters' names. You're lucky to remember that. Hell, sometimes we're not even gonna remember who the doggone other folks are, okay? So that's
That's
what I'm
right.
gonna tell y'all, okay?
That's
So,
right.
so Sister Angel's gonna break down. What before she does that, let me show y'all something. I showed them a second ago, but since more people that came on to show them. Okay. Check me out, y'all. Check me out. Check me out. Check me out. Check me out. Okay. Wow, right there.
That looks nice. Wow. I like the colors. Let me see the colors again on the sticker. On the bottom? No, the round one. Yeah, I like that. It's like the world. Yeah, I like that. What, like they're sitting on the world. That's
That's what
beautiful.
that is. That's what this is.
Yeah, that is so beautiful. Nice.
But they ain't seen nothing yet. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh,
Love it. Love it.
wait a minute. Oh, Lord, don't tell me where is it at? Where is it at? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm telling you, I would have been one of them great ministers in the church. I'd have been like, hold on.
That's right. That's right.
I'd been like, what? I'd been like, whoa, hold on. Well, what happened?
All
Anyway,
right. Make sure you guys hit the likes and thank you so much, Dr. Mary. I really enjoy coming to your channel. This is a time that we can just relax and just share a movie that we've seen that somebody else may want to see.
here's what
And I'm just grateful to be able to be on your channel. I find it a blessing.
I find a person that you on. As a matter of fact,
Oh, right on.
I'm really excited about that. But what the heck didn't happen to my mask? I was gonna tell y'all my new and I'm just like, man, I'm good. Oh, here it is. I got it. Okay. I got it anyway. Here's my mask to go with the outfit.
Oh, let's see.
Blam!
Oh, that is wow.
And I sell these.
That is nice. Wait, put that on. Yeah, wow. I love it, love it, love it. Beautiful, beautiful. Hi, isn't that nice, Annette B? Good to see you, Annette. Hey, 89 TV, good to see you. That is nice. I love it with the earrings, so professional. That is very nice when the clients come, if they do come, they see you in the physical, you have your mask on.
And I sell these, y'all. So go to my website and get them. Only $10.99.
Yeah, and people ask, what is ask? And you can, talk about your natural products. It's just a good way, to plug your merchandise. I try to tell people to utilize. See, YouTube is not just about being monetized. You meet people, you connect with people. It's like I connect with Dr. Blair and a lot of people. I've been on YouTube since 2011, and I've sold so many books, so many T-shirts. Just people supporting the channel or just supporting what you do, encouraging you. Just coming. Like this is encouragement when I see an be, you guys coming in. That's support, and that's amazing because it keeps us, knowing it's okay to do what we do because someone is interested in watching. So thank you so much for coming. We're interviewing. What is the movie we're reviewing? What's the name of it, Dr. Mary? My Other Mother.
My other mother. I'm like, shoot, look, I done told the people. See, I don't think they believe me. Half of the time, I don't remember the dang old name of the movie. You're lucky
Yeah.
tell you about the movie. But I don't have
I'm the same way. Nat, you're so cute. I love your big cup. Hey, purple lover 77. I haven't seen you on my channel. I think you've banned my channel. You'll come over here to my sister channel, but you won't come to Angel channel. I love her. But yeah, I got this big cup when I went to the Bahamas on my 50th birthday. My best friend took me to the Bahamas, and I love this cup. And do you know I had to negotiate for the right price for one cup in the Bahamas? I think I got them down to finally $8, but which is a perfect price. But you know how it is when they see people, from tourists, they get you, and I was like, no, honey, you done got me on the wristband, the dresses, because I be buying all the dashikis out there. They got beautiful dashikis and dresses out in the Bahamas. And I was like, no, I need to get a better price. Give me a good price on the cup, at least.
Right, that's at least.
Right? It's just the cup. But I love this cup, so it reminds me of how my friend blessed me. Could you imagine your best friend saying, look, where do you want to go for your 50th birthday? And I wasn't sure I had already been to Hawaii, and I was like, Bahamas sounds nice. And with all that's going on in the Bahamas now, I'm so glad I went when I did. It was so beautiful. So thank you so much for admiring this beautiful cup, because it was good times.
It's a pretty cup, though.
Mm.
It kind of makes me think about, it makes me think about Scarface.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's my movie. You know what I loved about Scarface? My favorite part of the movie is when they're in that car and he's getting ready to kill the mom in front of the kid. And he's like, what? You would actually kill her in front of the baby? And he was like, yeah. He was like, so he killed that guy. And I thought that was amazing. We don't need evil people like that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you're going to do, there has to be a line you just don't cross. Yeah, and that's just a rule. You don't, when it comes to babies and children, it's like you shouldn't even talk about people's kids. I'm like, no, I know they should do mama jokes and all that, but the kids, man, you gotta just fall back, when it comes to the babies.
Well, someone's mother, that's all women.
Yeah. No, I love you, Angel. You too, up to its old tricks. I think you up to your old tricks again. Love her 70. I love her. She's great. But at least I notice when you're here and when you're not, because you're such you're just a, good energy, good people, always kind. I used to always see you all the time. And then one day you just were like, I'm done with her. And I was like, where's Papa Love? And I see you pop over here. I said, I ain't seen you. But it's all good. I love you. It's all good. One day you'll surprise me. One day you'll say, oh that grandma's live. Let me go just say hi to her. Let me just calm that old woman down. And she'll pop in and be like, hi, Angel, and then leave.
She be playing the banjo.
Yeah. Hey, Peanut Nola, good to see you. Good to see you.
I gotta show y'all my shirt. Peanut, come on, Peanut.
And the mask.
Give it to me, Peanut. Wait a minute, Peanut. Give it to me.
I'm wrong. Boom. That's what's up.
Let me tell y'all. Wait.
I love that. That is so nice. You know what I could see? Oh man, I see a hat for that winter.
Yeah, I'm
girl. Or even, you know how I be wearing my little headbands and just put the ask right there? Matter of fact, you can just stick it right there. They won't even know. Hey, earrings. You can stick them stickers on them earrings.
Yeah, I know. I need to.
Wait a minute. If you could find some round ones.
Right. And
what I'm saying? Even at the Goodwill, you can always take the loops off and change those and just put, come on.
I'm like these.
Yeah. You see how we are, sister? We're creative. Booyah. Boom.
Creating it.
That fire. Peanut said fire. I can see Peanut. Peanut, did you see my last? I did a documentary about. I put you in my documentary. Your logo was cute. Let me see which one it was. I was going to send it to you.
Show it to him.
I think it was. Let me. I'll tell you what name it was, and you can go check it out. I put my brother logo picture in there, talking about the natives with their look like. Let's see here. Hold on. Wait a minute. I gotta delete a lot of these videos too. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I think it was this one right here. I think it was Aboriginal to Negro that one. That was a good video. Did you see that video I did on that one, Dr. Man? That was a good video.
Yes, ma'am, I actually did.
That was what's up. That was what's up.
Wait, let me fix my hair. I gotta. It's kind of leaning to the side now. What the heck?
Okay, family. While she's getting her hair together, I'm going to give you guys a synopsis of this movie. I'm telling you, since I came on live with Dr. Amira, she's had her hair changed 4 different times. Okay. Right now, I walk away, I come back, and it's like down, then to the side, and then this coming down, and I'm like, what's this? She's like, I gotta fix it. It's one of them days, right? Yeah, I did. I dropped the link right there. It's right.
Yeah, y'all go to there and look at that because that's a pretty interesting documentary.
It was called.
Done really good with the documentaries, y'all.
It was just information on how there was proof that people really did change people's nationality on paper. There was a guy that was doing it illegally. I forgot where he was, but I put the information there them to kind of look. And
they did that with my grandmother, though. They did that when I went to go look at the Census Bureau. Right. Put that my grandmother was white, and she was not white. What she was was red. She was red people.
Wow. Yeah. And when remember I sent you that thing for the U.S. Census, you see your grandparents that were in the World War III and all that.
Right.
Well, my grandfather's grandfather actually put Cherokee on his, but then when you look at my father's father, he put Negro. So that was kind of weird how they were getting away from being Native. But what was interesting was when I did my ancestry with African ancestry, and that was like $300 or $200. And they just did my mom's side. They found no African descent on my mom's side. They found the Native American because she's from Panama, right? But then when I did the intermix with Ancestry.com, then they had all kinds of stuff, but they kept putting Native. And then they changed it to indigenous. So now there's like 4 different, like 27% indigenous, knowing that either part was a grandparent that probably was. And a lot of us are intermixed, and you can see it in our features. You can see it in our lifestyle, the way we dress, the way it's just something we vibe to, especially people who love colors. That all comes from, the natives. We love color, very colorful people. But but they'll tell you just pick this box or this box. But there was a time where it didn't matter what you put down. This guy, for 27 years, kept changing it, and just he wanted to get away from anything that had to do with Native or Aboriginal. It had to be either black or white. If you had 5, if you were intermixed, you were still black. They came up with all that.
Exactly.
So it wasn't fair because a lot of us got ripped off from land and money that was.
Or it could be a situation where here's the thing, or we could just be, or I don't even mind them saying black red person, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's fine.
Or Mexican,
Lord. And that's fine because even like I was telling my husband, even people that migrated to certain places or during slavery or whatever it was, where they may have been intermixed with Hispanic, but they were Afro, Hispanics. They still would tell those people you're Negro. Even though they spoke the same language and they ate the same food, danced the same music, no, you're Negro. Because it didn't matter if you took in someone's culture, you are who you are. And you come from here, they move you over here, so you have to learn how to, fit in. But you're still a Negro, black, brown, red, copper colored people. And, they hit it. And then, everybody, it's not that they didn't love who they were, but it didn't work for them. They either couldn't get a job or they were teased, or called African booty scratchers, all this kind of cruel stuff. But then when you look at it today, as far as I'm concerned, it seems like people vibe to want to be, people of color. So, or they like the style. Peanut says Angel. Yeah, I agree too. I agree too. Like when I look at people in Panama that have Asia in them as well, you can see the same features. The only thing different from them is their hair is really straight, but they got the same color, same eyes, boobs and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's a beautiful thing. I'm happy with my nationality. I don't care, what anybody thinks. I love being, having African descendants. I think it's just the best history. Everybody wants what we had, and I think that's a beautiful thing. Despite we have to try to pull it back. No, that's ours.
Yeah,
That's
we gotta,
ours.
we always claim everything. They steal every dang on thing. They still love it. They let it like that.
Yeah, your lips could be just like their lips.
Right.
No, cut it off. No, that's ours.
With them big lips, I used to tease me when I was little. But I do have the Asian in my DNA, which I thought that was the most funniest.
That's beautiful. How much percent?
I think it was like 2%.
Mm.
It's
What
like
did it say? What part? Or
Filipino,
beautiful.
some other stuff.
But you do, to me. You look native to me.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah,
I see that Indian, like the nose, the eyes, and the bone structure. I can see, still the crack out of your behind if you leave it around. Yeah, they'll try to produce, your butt. Try to put some stuff and puff up your lips. All kinds of way out stuff.
Just look nut, they nuts.
Wow.
But
Right.
but y'all, let me tell y'all something. so review. So go ahead and tell them about the movie first.
All right, yeah. We got to get back on track, huh? We see Peter and Nolan. We're like at Nolan's channel.
Right, we get to talk about
Well, it's fun talking about that. But today we're talking about, and this is really cool because a lot of people have been adopted, or somebody, and not even that. What about a stepdad? You thought that was your real dad? It ain't no different. You're not who you think you are. So in this movie, it's called My Other Mother. It's with Candace Candy Myers. She is a successful anchor on a top-rated national magazine show, fiercely independent and committed to her job. Candy doesn't make many friends with her demanding, gruff nature. In fact, her only true friend might be her longtime manager, Lewis. Candy discovers that an anonymous fan she's had for years has passed away, and he was her biological father, Freddie Nelson. Now, content with the love and support of her adopted family, Candy has never been curious about her biological parents. That all changes when she travels back to her father's funeral and family. She knew she was adopted. And when she came to the age of about, 35, 36, she kind of said, Mom, I kind of want to know who my real family is. But in the meantime, she became successful. She was like, kind of like a lower level Oprah Winfrey. She had her own TV show. A lot of people wrote a book. But the thing was, what I noticed, Dr. Amira, was even though she had a beautiful family, her mother really loved her and her father and everything, she had an anger in her because of that missing piece. And I get that because I remember when I had went through my first divorce and I was angry at my husband because he was abusive. I didn't want a divorce. I really wanted to be married. I married my high school sweetheart. But after he dogged me out and we got this horrible divorce, I was really, young in my early 20s. I hated that and I had it in me. So whenever I went to another relationship, I was kind of hard. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't soft or loving. I was always looking for something negative to happen or acting kind of mean a little bit because there's something in you. And I seen this in Candace, the way she was talking to her staff, hurry up and I don't want to gain weight and get this for me. She just had this because she wasn't happy. You know what I'm saying? When you don't feel whole, you tend to have, even though and look at you would think, wow, this lady has money, she's successful, she has her book, everything to be so happy for. But because she had some, uncertainty, questions about being adopted, wanted to know her real family. And then her mom's like, no, I'm your family. Remember her mom said, you belong to me. How'd you feel about that, Dr. Mann?
Well, speaking from an adopted,
Unknown caller.
family. Why do people call you that? You text them and say, "Hey, I'm doing such and such."
Right.
Anyway, so for me, one second. Okay, so anyway, so for me, being a adopted child,
Right.
my mother was kind of like that. She was kind of like, "Well, I'm your mother, and this, that. You don't have to worry about this, and blah, 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 blah." Right?
Right.
Her energy was basically like that, but nobody truly understands that it's still that missing component because
Right.
you do not know, because it makes you much greater once you figure out where you came from, no matter good, bad, ugly, or indifferent. It's important to know where you came from.
Right.
And so
Right.
for most adoptive parents, what they would like to do is to save you some, they want to keep you away from being hurt further. You understand what I'm saying? So it's
Right.
a protection situation. It's not that they're being selfish or trying to be mean, but at the time when I was battling it, it felt like it was selfishness. But when now that everything has came out, now that I have actually found who my biological mother was, everything started to make sense to me. And now I'm like, dang, I understand what my mother was trying to do. She was just trying to protect me. She wasn't being
Mm.
selfish. She wasn't, being evil or trying to keep me from who I am.
But didn't something connect, Dr. Muriel? Once you found your biological, because you found your mom not too long ago, right? Like how long ago? Like maybe a year or two?
So again,
I said you found your biological mom like about a year ago or so?
actually 2020, uh, January.
Right. So it's kind of new. So all this time, you're always thinking, yeah, I love my family, but who is my mom? And what is my family like? You know what I'm saying? Because that is important. It is important. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with anybody wanting to want that, because there's questions we have. And when you found your mom and you got to see them and you found out you have more brothers and your dad had passed away, but you got to see him through your brothers and also their testimonies and stories. Did you kind of feel like something kind of like you became more connected with some
Oh, I
emptiness?
definitely, because it
Yeah.
was always a blank situation for me because of unresolved issues,
Right.
unresolved questions. Like, I asked my brother about, like, now I can oppose to wondering this or wondering that. Now I can just pick up the phone and ask my biological mom, like, what was your favorite color again? What'd you like? And then I could always call my brother and be like, well, what was our father like? And he would be like, oh, shoot, well, you know what I
Right,
mean?
right, right.
In word. I didn't know. Well, you know about as much as I know. I'm like, what you
Yeah, yeah. He sounded like he was a like you. You got that entrepreneurship from your dad. He owned a lot of ice cream stores. You know what I'm saying? He was out there doing his own business, and then look at you. You know what I'm
right.
saying? And then you have uncles that have written books, and do your stuff. So you can kind of see how it lines up.
Oh, it totally lines up. My mother, my biological mother, like, is the when you look at me, when you look at her, you see me. You know what I mean?
Uh,
Conversation wise, the way we move our head, the way we turn our head, the way we talk, the way we move our hands.
right.
When she tells a story, she has to get up and walk around and back up and tell you the story. She gotta act out. I do that too. And I
Oh,
was
beautiful.
looking at her do it, and I just started laughing. I was like,
Yeah,
"Wow, you a crazy lady." And
yeah.
her sisters be like, "Woo, you just like Vicky. Woo, Vicky Junior, Vicky Junior."
Wow, wow.
You
Man,
know,
that's so. Could you imagine not, being connected with your real mom or dad, and all of a sudden that day comes, and I could just see Dr. Miller, you're getting ready to go down there, and your heart is like, oh my God. You first open your eyes, and it's like, oh my God, this is my
I
family.
wasn't.
That's so overwhelming,
It
because
was,
everybody wants to hug you, everybody wants
and then
to,
there was a whole bunch of people there. It wasn't like it
yeah,
was just one or two people. I'm thinking, she's like, "Oh, it's gonna be 5 or 7 people." I get there, it's about 20 people. I'm like, "Who is all these people?" You just said 7. She was like,
yeah.
"Y'all showed up."
Oh, but because when my aunt, she had given up her baby, when it just was born too. and she came looking for my aunt, but she found my uncle. And then my uncle didn't know that she had given away my cousin either. So, but oh my God, when I first met her, I remember the excitement. You know, you want to hug and say, "This is my cousin," and she looked dead on my aunt. And then you kind of felt bad too, because you know she's probably thinking, "God, all you guys been here, you know, why she didn't have me here?" Nobody knew, but it was just a weird story. But back to
It's
the movie.
weird. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
within the movie, I gotta see this movie. It was pretty funny. It made me laugh. And I seen it, and I saw this movie right before I met my biological mom. So, okay, just imagine that I found the movie right before I met her.
oh,
Right before
wow,
I was bound to meet her, and then I sent her the copy. And then I wound up sending her to YouTube and say, "Hey, watch this movie." I texted to her,
wow,
and in the movie, first of all, her biological mom was Lynn Whitfield. Her adoptive mom was Jasmine Guy.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so I first of all had a great cast to begin with. So let's just talk about that. The great cast to begin with. I enjoyed
yeah,
the cast. It wasn't, and it was one of those hokey dokey Lifetime movies, but it was still good. It was still good to the point where you can have not only regular people watching it, male, female, cat, dog, and what monkey
right,
watching it, and nevertheless, it's still a good walk see through because of the fact that you have this particular entity that's coming out, and you're enjoying her because she's got it going on. She thinks she got it going on. She's like, yeah, I know this, I know that. I'm a famous this, I'm a famous that. But still, she, like you said, she had that missing piece to her, and that's what most
right,
adoptive children have, is not understanding and knowing where they came from. So she's, and then she has this assistant, or what was he, like an assistant to her, or
yeah.
her,
He was like a manager,
he was like her manager or something like that.
right,
And you can kind of tell he has some lukewarm feelings,
yeah,
that he has some lukewarm feelings, and because spite him having uh some lukewarm feelings, I'm telling you, nobody, they don't even text me this much until I get online. Um,
right,
you can tell that she had these lukewarm, well, he had these lukewarm feelings for her because here he is, he goes through and does all this digging for her. And then this man shows up out of nowhere. He's like, hello, I look at your book. She's like, did you look at my book? Okay, cool. And he was like, look, I want to tell you something. She's like, what? He's like, well, I'm your uncle, and your father just passed away, so I would like you to come down here and just get with us or whatever. So she goes
right,
down, and so she goes and meets, goes to the funeral, and of course, I guess her siblings or something had like an
right.
attitude. Her half siblings had an attitude. See, when they start acting funny, I call them half. So they start acting funny.
That's my half.
They have. That, but the woman, his last wife was stank, toward her. And it's like, it's not the child's fault,
Right,
but she stank toward it nevertheless. And the uncle was like, go on somewhere now, whatever her name was. And then,
right,
of
right.
course, her biological mom shows up at the funeral, mourning and crying and stuff.
Yeah.
So she's like, who is that? And she looked like somebody straight out of a witchy hell.
Yeah, I thought she at first I thought she was a drunk or something.
Yeah,
When she came and took his watch.
but that was kind of how they did it, though.
Yeah.
That was kind of how it was implied. But then when you learn the backstory, you're like,
Oh,
oh,
that's why she took that watch.
I
Yeah.
see why. I see what was happening.
Yeah. Dr. Romero, I remember you telling the story of
I was just
when
looking at
you
that.
met. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was something else. But yeah, so here we go. So we looking at this film, Sister Angel. I know you're anticipating, like, what is this mess? So, and
Yeah.
so finally, he's like, yeah, that was your mother. He said, what? That was my
Yeah,
mom.
yeah.
So
Right.
then, long story short, she kept on trying to meet with him. The woman was like, no, no. And Winfield was acting a mess in this movie.
She
Y'all
done,
remember
yeah.
she was acting because she was acting a mess. And so finally, the girl stalked her because that's what I would have did too. I
Me
did
too.
same thing I would have. She stalked her butt to get some information out of her, you know. And so finally, the woman started letting her in, and she started making her get her crops done, helping her with her veggie garden because she sells stuff. So she's an entrepreneur. So
Yeah.
this woman see that spirit of her entrepreneurship in her.
Right, right.
And
But you
then
know what's, yeah.
go ahead.
But you know what's interesting about somebody that is going that has been adopted that I think is kind of unfair. It's like, first of all, you're dealing with the fact that you don't know who your biological parents are, so you're feeling already some stuff, right?
Right,
And then when you go to your parents who are now taking care of you, and they're also they're her parent.
right.
Um, you have to deal with the emotions and the guilt of wanting to find who your real parents are. So you're dealing with that baggage as well. So here it is, you're feeling, you want to be complete, and then you're dealing with the emotions of, your non-biological parents, and then you got to deal with your real parent and how they're treating you because they're embarrassed, they don't know what you really want, they don't really want to, they feel uncomfortable. It's been so long. So the person that is totally innocent, right? Because no one asked to be here, and you come here, things happen, you become adopted or what have you, and then you're holding all this stuff already, and
Right.
then you got to hold this other stuff, and I just thought that is so unfair. But
It
what
is
I,
it's
yeah,
something else. It
yeah,
because you don't want to hurt people's feelings. Number one, you
right,
don't want to hurt your family who raised you feelings, right? Because I don't really like saying adopted, right? You don't want to hurt your family who raised you feelings, and then you don't want to hurt your biological family, feelings or whatever. Because I remember, like, okay, so the scenario, what happened was, um, they could when we got there, they couldn't really reach us because my phones, one of my phones had I didn't have a charge for my phone,
right,
right? And then I had been, and I didn't have everybody's number in that particular phone. So they called me, blowing me up. They like worried. And then finally I saw them that next day. Finally they got a hold of me late on that night. And then they was just like, okay. Then the next day they saw me, they had like an attitude with me. And I'm like, why they acting like that? And they was mad because they was worried about me. But I'm like, dang, I'm 47 years old. Why y'all tripping with me about where I'm at? You know what I mean?
right,
I ain't been there. I'm thinking about myself, to a degree, like I ain't been there, but then I thought about it, I said, no, no, they don't want to lose you again. There's nothing wrong with them
right,
feeling that
right,
kind of way, because now that they got you back, well, now that they got you, I can't say having you back because they didn't raise me or anything like that.
right,
But
right,
after doing all that, you like, man, okay. So there are certain insecurities now that the family have, and then you have the guilt. Like my grandmother had like this real guilt about her, about telling my daughter telling her daughter, which was my mom, that she had to give me up. And
right,
so when that kind of stuff takes place, so it's difficult. It's really difficult because at the end you don't know, you don't want to disappoint this person or this family or that family. And then it's like in a lot of cases, and of trying to bring you, it's not no thing. Now in some families who are adopted, they might allow you to bring the biologicals around, but
right,
not in every scenario. Not every scenario wants to be your biological family because they put in work and they invested in you. You know what I'm saying? And then to go and meet these folks that you only know, y'all wasn't there when the child burst her knee, when she had a little boo boo on her
But,
elbow.
but see, the thing with that is, and I think that when people, you know, adopt children, I think they should be educated in that, knowing that it's not about them; it's about being a human being, and everybody wants to know where they come from. Look at how many people are looking for their nationality. Who am I? Where am I from? What is my culture for real? So you can imagine all that is in our parents. You know what I'm saying? Yes, and one thing I've always thought about people who are adopted. I think I told you before, Dr. Mary, is I always felt that it was a blessing to know that somebody wanted you. You know what I'm saying? That they went to look for you and said, I want her, I'm going to support her, I'm going to raise her or him, even though it's not my blood, but I want them and I want to give them a good life. It's like God, you know, because even biblical God always says take care of the widows and the orphan. And that's what the whole tithe and offering was about. It was all about the orphan and the widow because it was something very special about children. You know what I'm saying? They were a blessing anyway. And then when you have a parent that's not able to take care of you or whatever the story is, and somebody else comes to take on the role, that's a beautiful thing. But in the same, that human being has questions. You know, and if you tell them they're adopted, you have to also realize that you've opened up a door for them to say, well, okay, I want to go on the other side. And you
Yeah,
should expect
you
that.
have to. You're gonna have to expect that. Now my mother though, she was like, she did not expect that.
Yeah. And and look at how God made it where she was gone to glory and you was able to really experience your biological mom. And I think you should say mom. And I like that a part of the movie when they said and her moms. Because that's your mom. That's your mom.
Can't get away from it
You
though.
can't get away from it. That is your mother. You know what I'm saying? It's no disrespect to the woman who raised you as your mom. You have two moms, and that's a beautiful thing.
My father calls her my mom. He's like, well, you
Absolutely.
left your mom over to, left your stuff over to your mom's house. And I was telling him that she told me to tell him thank you. He said, "Psst."
But it is, and
He's like, what's there to think? I mean,
yeah,
I'm,
you can look at it.
where would I not raise you?
Look at how many people know who their mom is, and they don't talk to their mom.
Right,
They're just estranged. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So now half your life you were raised, with your mom. And now that rest of your life you'll be raised with your mom. So it's your mom, and I know it feels uncomfortable in the beginning, but that's your mom. And that's a
It's
beautiful
weird.
thing.
I don't call her mom. I'd call her bio mom or Ubi. I never called her straight mom though. It's weird. Now that's just weird. Everything else, I'm not really a hugger.
Right, right.
So when I get there, of course I hug my grandmother. I hug
Absolutely.
my cousin and my aunt, but her I just kind of go and she'll grab me and hug me, and I'll be like, I'm not a big hugger. I'm not really a big hugger. It's just weird. It's like,
Me either. I never really was a hugger, and that was because of the abuse. You know, people always laugh. Hey, that was your abuse because they don't see it now. Because when you work on yourself and you don't see
yeah,
it.
of course.
But I come out of that. So there was times I was always like, you try to get your clothes. I did that before. Got me in trouble. Put your fence up. Let me get the fence up. Right? Be like, hey, not be coming too high up on my fence. Get off my property. Get off my property. But as you get healed and you realize why some people, like even when I minister, I have to be careful how I move my hands because some people have been abused, and when you move your hands a lot, it makes them feel like you know, they're
Touching me.
like filling with anxiety.
A lot of that's from me being adopted, though. I'm not really a hug. I wasn't a hugger as a child. Like how some children will hug you and stuff like that. I was
Yeah,
like,
they be
I
all on you.
I had just one aunt, and I'm wrong for this. I'm not gonna lie. Looking back on, I was wrong, but at the time in my mind, I was right. Okay, coming from a perspective of a 7-year-old. So, I had this one, auntie. We called her auntie. Usually I call aunties TTs and stuff like that.
Right, right.
She was an auntie. Okay, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I mean by auntie, right? One of them old school ones that wear that
Yeah.
carpet around their
Oh
head.
man. Yeah, yeah.
And she eat
Right.
fruit, and you could tell that she didn't eat fruit because she smelled like it. So I
Yeah.
had one aunt, and that's why I didn't like watermelon for a long time. Anyway, she used to eat watermelon. She was one of them. They was in Mississippi, so she would sit on the porch and she it would be hot outside, and she'll have watermelon soaked all in the face
I want to give you a hug. Come on, give me a kiss.
and want to give me a kiss. I'm like, nope. And so one day I said, look, I'm gonna tell her I'm not kissing her because she's tasting smell like watermelon. I'm
Right,
not
right.
doing it. That's gross. I don't care. So she was like, give your auntie a hug. I was like, nope. She was like, why? I said, because you smell and taste like watermelon and it's hot outside, right?
You are bad.
Heated. I was bad. My mother was so heated with me. I
Why
know
you bad?
I didn't care.
Yeah, but but kids know. My mom, um, she knew that her dad was not her real dad. She didn't. Well, she told her parents this. She walked in the room and she was young, and she said, "I don't know which one is it." She said, "But one of you guys is not my parent," and she knew that. And they both, quiet. They didn't want to say nothing. Because my mom, she was really gifted anyway, so they would always tell her, "Be quiet, don't say nothing." When people are here, because she'd be prophesying over. Oh, bro, walking in there. One of y'all not my mama or my daddy. I don't know which one, but one of you is not mine. And come to find out, my I used to always say my fake grandfather. She used to always say your granddad, your granddad. And then I found out that's not even my mom's real dad. That's my fake grandpa. So she had so she found out, but she knew. And then now when you look, because like when Annette's talking about how you look at the pictures and you knew, man, these parents don't look like me. You know what I'm saying? Something about, I don't see me in my mom or my dad. Kids can pick it up. They know. And after a while, the parents just have to break and just say, okay, look, let me just sit down, sit down.
My children knew I wasn't. I mean, my parents. I mean, I knew I wasn't when I was in preschool because I asked them because I took my pictures to school in preschool and they was like, "Ooh, you don't look like your parents." You know how the teachers were saying that, you know. And then my mother and father was like, "Well, you're not ours biologically. We adopted you." And then they told me the whole adoption story, and I
And
was
how old were you when they told you?
preschool.
Oh, okay. Did you understand what that meant?
They explained it to me.
Okay, okay, but you're still like, well, okay. I mean, you're kids. Like, what do you know? Like,
Right. They kept explaining to me. They told me as I got older and I kept asking more about my family, my biological family, they still didn't they really didn't know. And then when I turned 16, they gave me non-identifying information. And that was halfway right, it was halfway wrong. See, I would have found my biological father, I would have found him a long time ago if I had
oh,
known that it was a belt that he owned a if it said if it had said an ice cream store, I would have known that it was Velvet Freeze because they don't have many. They didn't have many Velvet Freezes in St. Louis. You know,
oh, right,
and,
right,
they,
right.
and I would have knew it was in the city because I knew that my biological mom was a gold mine, so I knew that much. I knew certain,
Thanks, yeah.
but I would have known that they said a black man that owned a gas station. So I'm all like gas station, like his grandfather owned a gas station. So I'm like, well, who owned the gas station? But you know what? Now you're making me think about this. I might need to call. I might need to text my aunt, one of my father's sisters, because one of the sisters that he was raised with, uh, she of course passed before he did. But his younger sisters, that's close to my age,
Yeah.
they his father might own the gas station. I can't recall now if
Oh,
it's
wow.
but his stepfather, see, he had a stepfather
Wow.
who owned Velvet Freezes, and he just gave it to them. That's why he had him and his sister owned Velvet Freezes. But when she got married, she just was like, "I'm out of here."
Right, right. So how long ago did your dad pass away?
Last year
Wow. So you
in
just
April,
missed him.
April the 4th, right after my biological mom's birthday, like 3 days after.
Wow. Man, so just a little bit. Well, it was supposed to be this way.
Yeah,
And
I had really wanted to meet him, but I just really kind of wanted to know. A lot of them, like my biological brother, he says, out of all, everybody say, out of everybody, out of all of us, because it's three of us. I'm the oldest, of course. Out of everybody, out of all of us, they say that him and I look alike.
Wow, that's so
And
cool.
I look more like him than anybody else does.
Yeah, because you're the first. You're the first baby. Isn't that amazing?
I think I'm the first baby.
Hmm?
I said, we think I am, but we don't know that. But see,
Yeah, that's how my dad is too.
they
Yeah,
just found out about
right.
me, literally. They didn't know
Yeah,
my biological brother.
yeah,
My biological
yeah. I have
brother.
all like if you go on Facebook, there's so many Dominicans because of my father because he's a Shabazz because
Right,
he became
right.
a Muslim and everything, but he
So,
was busy. He had you know so many kids, and I had people reaching out to me. Are we related? And I have to Google and oh yeah, you're my half brother's son. Now there's so many, and now I found a guy,
mhm.
same dad's name, because all his sons he calls Andrew. All his sons are Andrew. Looks dead on my dad, and I think he's older than my brother, and we were supposed to be the first set, me and my
Right.
sister and brother, and then he left with this other woman and started a whole new family. But now there was another guy,
Mm.
handsome, really handsome, and I seen and I said, wow, he looks just like my dad, and I went and clicked on his pictures and he got pictures of my dad. I said, yeah, that's his son. I said, I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone.
You
They
talking
all over the place. Domingue is all over the place. Dominguez, they all spell their names crazy. Some do Q, some do E. I'm the only one that goes by my grandfathers and stuff, how they wrote theirs, G-U-E. All the rest of them add S's and Q's and all kinds of way out stuff. But on their birth certificate, if you look at all the records, it's really G-U-E. So I don't know why they changed it.
that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm gonna tell you. That's why you said I'm gonna leave that alone. I
Yeah,
don't.
me too.
I'm so nosy. I didn't research and found everybody past slavery, and they and
Right, right. Yeah. And it just seems like something in the 40s, 50s, and the 60s. They were just out there just doing stuff. They had these different families, and it's just a lot of secrets, a lot of hush hush, and you can't get any information out of nobody. You get half stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like an envelope with no stamp, or an envelope with no address, or the zip code's missing. It's like somebody give me the full information, please.
right.
You just can't get it, right? But I think with you, because you were so determined that you put it out there, and I just started coming. You found it. That was like you was like, I got y'all. I found y'all trying to run from me. I found all y'all. Come out of that cave.
Man, they thought they was gonna hide. I said, y'all thought y'all forgot about me. I shut myself on them.
And you know what's so cool? Your mom must be so proud, like, or I won't say proud, but happy. She must be so happy that her daughter is healthy, intelligent. You're a doctor. You have educated yourself, and she's probably like, wow, would she have come out that way if she was with me at such a young age? You know what I'm saying? So maybe it was just meant for this particular person to raise you. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I said.
Yeah, to get to what God wanted you to be. Maybe you couldn't really have, be in that purpose with that family. So he was able to reunite after, you were instilled with what you were supposed to have. So that, things happen for a reason. I think it's just a blessing that you got two families. That's awesome. Two sets.
So what do you think about the movie? What would you rate the movie for the people? And y'all know what? Look, I heard something go bloosh. And I'm all like, well, let me show this picture. I thought something go bloosh. And I'm all like, what's going on? I thought it was storming outside. I put some spaghetti squash in the oven, and that's what it was. It blew it all in the look, yeah. It's too hot. Look.
What is that?
Spaghetti squash.
Oh, it's probably still good though.
Yeah,
it's
still
you
good.
can probably
Look, I gotta clean all that out.
Yeah, just take the top off. And just,
the top blew off. The top blew off. ain't gonna take no top off. It's blue off.
Man, thank God is your husband home. You be like, what the heck?
He just starts. He ain't paid no mind.
I said, just get there, honey. It's all good. You be like, what you blowing up in the kitchen? I'm going to leave that alone.
Gotta wait for
Yeah,
the oven to calm down so I can go in their oven and clean it
yeah.
out.
I really do believe that, Annette. B. I do believe that things happen for a reason, and I think that even good or bad, it can always work out for your good. Even things like when I got Real Talk's book. Matter of fact, I'm going to be interviewing her, but this is the book she just came out with. She's the one who comes in by the name Real Talk.
Mhm.
And I like what she wrote in this book here. It says, look at her cute picture. Look at our beautiful sister.
Oh, you gotta.
She's a cute. But she wrote, not like the way she put on the cover, 15 steps to finding love. And they have a little stairs. That was just a really cool cover. Just real simple. But in here, it says, what if everything you're going through is preparing you for what you ask for? Did you imagine that? What if everything you're going through is preparing you for what you ask for?
It is.
You know what I'm saying?
That's for a
And,
fact, though. Think
yeah,
about it. You know,
yeah.
that's what I appreciate about my biological. I mean, the family that raised me. They kept. They didn't allow me to be angry toward my biological parents.
Oh
They
no.
would always say they loved me. They just couldn't take care of me. She's like, my mother was young. She couldn't take care of you. She couldn't
Mm,
raise you. She wasn't in a position to raise you, and she wasn't.
she
She's always
wasn't.
me.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
too many people in the house.
Yeah. And you know what's so cool about your mom? You were the only one. It
Mhm.
wasn't like she went out and had 4 or 5 other kids. She just didn't have any more kids.
I
Right?
wouldn't mind. She did. I'd have been happy because I would have had more brothers and sisters on her side, and then I already got some on my biological father's side.
But you
Well,
know what? But you never know what she went through, having to remember, like, man, I wasn't
she
prepared.
told me,
You know
yeah.
what I'm
She
saying?
said it was
And then
different.
you feel it in your spirit, like, man, I let that little girl down. That little baby girl. Where is she at?
They weren't even
She
supposed
probably
to tell
dealt with
she
some
had a
stuff.
girl. They weren't even supposed to tell her what type of baby it was.
Oh,
But
you
they
need that book in that beat. Isn't that cute? Well, she said she's going to send me another copy. I wrote in this one, but I may decide to, get a couple of books and give them out, or maybe get some addresses. I better not probably have you guys order it yourself because of this COVID thing. You don't want to be touching people's stuff. We'll figure something out. With my book, it was really cool because when I first had my book, I had a company that would print my book really inexpensive, and I would get like cases of them. Well, Amazon bought them out, so they're not available. So now I even have to buy my own book by the
that's
regular price.
crazy. They bought them out.
Yeah, see how people are evil? They want to keep all any way that you can get a deal. They don't want you to have it. Just like when we used to go get water from the water stores, right? Now you can go to Safeway, you can get water, you can get coffee. They have Starbucks in there. Everybody wants to just focus on groceries. Let the little man do the donut shopping. But everybody wants to cut in. So when they were
Exactly.
giving the authors good deals, and it was so cool with me because I could order a heck of books and I'd give them to all the women for free
Is
at
there a
the
way you
jail.
can? Is there a way that you can find somebody else to do your books where you can?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to because like right now it's on Amazon. That's fine. It's there to sell, but I gotta figure out another way to get.
You
I,
cut the middleman out. Because
yeah,
don't you have the manuscript and just get it sent to the printer and
right,
it's
right.
not like
And I'm
that?
so glad. That's what I was gonna tell Real Talk because like what I did was because Amazon they can give you your barcodes and stuff like that. But you have to be very careful because they tend to start owning your book. But I have it set up where I'm 150% ownership of my books. I can take them off of there. I don't owe them nothing.
But you
They
got to
don't
show
have
me
to.
to do that. So when I get
Yeah.
ready to do my books,
Oh,
because
absolutely,
I
absolutely.
got a book that I wrote about breakups. That was pretty fun.
Okay.
It was
Yeah.
about one time that my husband and I had broke up for like a week,
Okay.
and I had wrote a book, in revenge on clowning him.
Right. The Revenge of the Clowns.
It's really fun. It's funny, it's
Yeah.
really funny. I kind of clowned and was telling people how to get over a breakup.
Yeah, it's hard when that's what I think about marriage because you know me, I got married again up when I'm up in age. A lot of people sometimes they won't even get married after 40, 50. But to me, marriage is a beautiful thing, but it really is. It can be very challenging because you're still learning things about people because you don't really know until you really go through something. And you both just really have your own thoughts about how you feel about certain things, and you gotta kind of. And sometimes you can compromise, and sometimes you just can't. There's some things, and I think it's because I'm a hard head. You know what I'm saying? Like there's certain things like logically, I'm really just smart. I'm very very intelligent. I'm not being trying to be cocky, but I really am. I can look at things for what they are, and that's why I get real frustrated when I fight because it's like I'm looking at okay, this is the problem. Let's just fix it and move on. But sometimes you have people that don't know how to move on. They just want to keep on poking and keep on, and then it drains people like us. We just go off, And I'm still trying to deal with. Angel, don't be so angry. Be loving and kind. Just be peaceful. But I get angry when I'm out of my element. I'm not a nag. I'm not a woman that likes to nag. I'm very peaceful. I like peace. I like the house clean. And then when you come in here and you're bringing in some nonsense and there's no peace, I get really uncomfortable because I'm not used to that. Because I'm just newly married. So I didn't have nobody to argue with before. It was just my way. Period.
Right.
I'm the queen.
It's mine.
It's mine, And when the king came in and we sitting side by side, and you start getting into things, you just have to be patient. I think patience is so important. Be patient. Don't get so emotional. Don't go off.
Some things just don't work. You got to pick your battles with your mate.
Yeah. That's
what does Annette say? She says, "Hey, Angel, I'm not trying to get off topic, but how did you feel when the sky was orange, red a couple of weeks ago?"
I didn't even notice that.
I didn't
I
notice
missed it. Did you notice it?
Nope. Nope.
I missed it. Wow. I totally missed it. What day was this?
2 weeks ago.
Huh. Well, how did you feel about sister? I think that was for you, Annette. How you feel about that?
You feel about
we was neat.
I'm just like, it's the sky such and such.
No, I would have tripped off of that if I would have seen.
We're always in like
orange and red. That'd have been pretty cool.
We're always in some type of retrograde, or the sky is always doing something weird. We always have either the sun to come out, the sun will come out tomorrow. Or we having some other junk that's going on with the world. So, like at this stage of the game, I'm not shocked or delayed or anything beyond that. I mean, I would be shocked if I saw money rolling down from the sky. I would be shocked at that. If I just stood outside and I was saying, even if I seen raining monkeys, I wouldn't be shocked, right? I would be more shocked about raining dollars, okay? If you want to know the truth.
Right.
But that's just me. That's just my own mind. That's my mind. Not yours, but mine. So what do you rate the movie?
I rated a 5. I really enjoyed it because I like to learn and I like to kind of see what people kind of go through. And I like the way she was doing the emotions of it, her being angry, and people didn't realize just because you're successful in one aspect doesn't mean that makes your life perfect. You know what I'm saying? She had some things she was dealing with. She wanted to know who her family was. And it wasn't about, hey, wasn't that cool when she looked in that box that her father left her when he passed away? And there was a picture of her with him. He actually came to her signing and took a picture of her. She never knew that was her dad. He came to her signing and took a picture. At least that's what it looked like. And but I think her mother Jasmine guy was just kind of mean. It was like, look, lady, you're the one who got the issue. The girl's trying to be nice. You know what I'm saying? She's not coming over here being mean. You know the girls are
You
professional.
mean
You see
Winfield?
her?
Lynn
Yeah,
Winfield?
yeah, Winfield. I thought, hey, Asa Yemi, good to see you.
Hi.
Yeah, yeah, I
That's
thought she was kind of mean. That's no way to treat somebody. You have a lot of explaining to do, you know? That's like when she was talking about her truck. She was like, why you give me away? She was like, I came here for questions and we're playing this game. I'm trying to make food for you. I'm trying to get into this house with you and you keep slamming the doors and locking me out. Got the dogs barking at me now. We're here. I ain't trying to talk about the stupid car. I want to know why you got rid of me. And I like when she just told her straight up.
right.
Took
I'm not
that,
trying to
yeah,
be playing with you.
yeah, and that lady ended up having a stroke, a heart attack. She couldn't handle it. She went to the hospital. But I give it a 5 because it was real. It showed the different emotions people go through, you know. But I really learned, uh, and it made me even more sensitive to people who have been, you
But that,
know, adopted. It made me feel like, wow, they got to think a lot. It's not fair that they have to put up with all that. It seems like people should really be trying to comfort them. You know what I'm saying? But it's like they're trying to comfort the biological mom, the mom that was there, and their own personal feelings. It's just a lot for a person. And just think how many people go through that. They need to talk about that. you know, how to help that person. That because you might need counseling for something like that. How do you? And look at how successful you are. You're a strong person. That really shows your strength.
I don't know how I did, but
Wow.
did it. I just got through it. I was just like, yeah, it is what
And
it
you
is.
showed love. And you showed love.
Yeah,
Despite what happened, you still like,
I
okay,
didn't even ask her why she gave me up. She just told me. That was the first thing out of her mouth. She's like, well, I was 14 and
Wow, that's enough right there. 14. I don't know about you, Dr. Mary, but I don't want no 14-year-old taking care of me.
no, I didn't.
Dropping me on my head? I don't think so. Could you imagine a little 14-year-old trying to take care of a baby? Oh my
Right.
God. No, you drop me off. Drop me off at any place but you. Because 14-year-old, they come on. They can't take care of no baby.
Exactly. I
Shoot.
think my issue, I
And,
think
and then and then grandma was like, I already raised my kids. I can't raise up another little baby. And who
no,
knows what kind of
she didn't have a place to stay either though. They was all staying
see?
like 23 of them in one house. So no, I didn't want to be raised in 23 houses with all you jokers.
Right.
Yeah.
See, Yummy, we were talking about the movie called My Other Mother. It's about adoption. And we were also talking about what Dr. Amira thinks she went through being adopted and how her mother was only 14 years old. So it wasn't that she wanted to get rid of her, she just could not take care of her. You can't take care of a baby and you're a baby.
But my
So, yeah.
was stepping up to a plate. He already had another baby on the way. He was already with somebody else, and they got married, right?
Oh, wow. Okay.
But he had 2 women pregnant, allegedly, possibly 3 between her different me, pregnant at the same time. So,
Yeah. That kind of sounds like my dad. Are you sure he wasn't a Dominion? My dad was the same way. When I look and when I see all my stepbrothers and I was kind of mad at a time because we were the first kids. And when he left, when I was born, but when I came, I was still in my mom's stomach. He was already gone. But he was actually my father who had a motorcycle accident. He was in the hospital for months because they had hit him. He used to ride bikes, and he fell in love with the nurse, and she was into the Black Panther movement and all that. And he left with her when he got out of the hospital. So he never really stayed with my mom, when she had me. So it was always an issue with me. But he had a whole other family. And then when I used to talk to my half brothers, they had birthdays, and he went to their graduations, and you see all the pictures of the wedding, and I'm like, wow, you know what I'm saying? It's like it is what it is, but you do feel kind of, pulled away. Like, wow, what about this family? How can you just get up and start a new family, and then later on I find out there's somebody else? I'm thinking, okay, this was just something you was doing. You was just doing too much, and that's just right.
They weren't expecting me to pop up, but when I popped, what's kind of bad about the scenario is they just found out about my youngest brother when my grandfather had his funeral. Okay.
Oh, wow.
And then nobody knew about me besides my aunt. obviously my aunt who passed, she told her daughter, and she told her the name that I was given because she gave me the name. The second, so when I approached the cousin, she was like, "What's the name that you told that you on the birth certificate?" And I showed it to, I sent it to her. She's like, "Oh my God, you are definitely her." The second
Wow.
aspect is that my brother's mom knew, but she didn't tell him.
Oh wow. Yeah, sometimes you just don't say certain things, you know. I probably would have said nothing either. Ayu Semi said, okay, I am gonna look it up. I've been watching British black movies. Oh wow. I'm gonna check that out. Hey, check out what's it called? Columbia. It's on my channel. I just did a review on it. I watched it last night.
So you try to post
Yeah.
it, and they tripped with you, huh?
Yeah. So I had to so they blocked it. So that's why it doesn't it probably doesn't have any views on it. But I put it back up again because I love that movie. Oh my god! I want to try to put the movie up, but they won't do it. They blocked the whole thing. That was a good movie, and I was like, I'm not trying to monetize it. I just want to watch it with my my
Right,
community,
right.
my community.
What is the problem? Right.
Yeah, but they just. I'm just gonna have to stop doing it. I try to slip some in there, but they just cry babies. What's wrong with these people? I mean, people are home. This is a time
And
we
then
can socialize.
watch what we want to watch. How about that? It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
I got it on YouTube. So only certain people
Wow.
put it on the other
And I
people.
was gonna stream it, but then I said they'll probably block it in the middle of the movie. And then how would that be? We're enjoying it all of a sudden. Hey, what happened to the movie? So I just said, I'm not fool with YouTube.
But it's a way.
Hmm.
It was you know who you should ask? Dice TV. He had a way where people are able to watch movies with him. He could do a viewing.
Oh, nice.
You might want to ask him and how
Okay.
he did it because
Yeah.
there's
You
no
need to
way
look him up this
what we
channel.
can do. What we
I
can do.
remember. I like Dice too.
I would
Dice
like
is
to do
nice.
that too. Yeah, Dice TV is cool. He's a cool brother. I like
How do I spell that? Dice. Is it DYC?
DYSCE TV. Is that right, y'all? Is that how we spell brother Dice? Let me look at him on Instagram.
Yeah. I think. Yeah.
No, YouTube. Uh, Dice, Dice TV.
Does he have Dice on the banner?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. I think I see it. Yeah. I think. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to ask him how he's doing that.
Yeah.
Slander and flag season channels terminated. Okay. Oh, he's there. Oh, okay, he does Nature Boy stuff too. Okay, cool. Okay, right on, right on.
Every now and then, not
Yeah.
more. He don't do much of that. He be like,
Well, well, the thing is, sometimes, some of this stuff here, like that's why I get rid of a lot of things on my channel. I'll put some things that have to do with politics, and you'll see me get rid of all of them. It's just information. I'll do information and just get rid of it. I don't want to
he
put it
just
on the channel.
informationless. He'll post some information. You look at, you judge, and he'll keep it moving.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I like on my channel. I'll just, yeah.
Right, he do more talking. Like we do, like how we talk
Yeah.
regular stuff. So that's what I like about him. But
That
yeah,
is cool.
so y'all definitely check. What's the name of the movie? Was it My Other Mother? My Two Mothers? What was it?
Yeah. I'm gonna get the link right now and my other mother, and I'll put it so they can watch it. My other.
That's why I think I put that My Other Mother. Didn't I put that in there?
Oh, you put the. Oh, okay.
I think I did. My Other Mother.
Okay. Yeah, because the whole movie you can watch it. It's a really good movie.
Y'all can watch it on YouTube, by the way.
Yeah.
That's where I got it from.
Okay, here we go. Here's the movie here, and you guys can watch it.
Definitely watch it, y'all. I think it's definitely worthy of y'all watching it. And she actually does find love too in the movie. So
Oh yeah. That
those
was good.
that are into love affairs and excitement and someone whisking someone away and looking into somebody's eyes and go, woo woo, look at you and look at
So let me ask you, Dr. Mary, what would you give the movie? What would you view?
I would say 5. I
5?
really enjoyed the movie. It was really it made me cry a little bit, on some parts because things that I went through, But it was definitely a good movie, and I do like the fact that you do know that the woman is just a jerk, being a jerk, and she's angry on the inside because of what she went through. But she legitimately loved her. She did love her child.
Yeah, and now she can enjoy herself. Yeah, watch it. I see. I mean, it's a good movie. It really is, and it makes you kind of think too. But sometimes people can be so mean and nasty, and you don't even know why they're so short.
Right.
You know, especially pretty. You know, when they're really pretty or handsome, they're like, "Why are you so like that? They're successful. Why they're acting like this?" And a lot of times it's because something else
Some
is
have,
going on.
yeah,
Yeah, something
you
else.
know, and we just have to just be careful on how we treat each other. And that's just what it all
Exactly.
comes down to.
Exactly.
But I like, actually, I do like the part after she met her. And then I like when she discovered that she was in love with a boy. I enjoyed that part. I enjoyed the fact that she was talking to her relationship with her by her mother who raised her, because
Right.
that's similar. That's kind of how it was for me. Because my mother who raised me was like, "Well, why do you need to go back and go in the past? She don't know what she got. She
I
moved."
know, but see, it's not about yeah. But see, that's what bothered me was when her mother in the movie was saying,
Right.
"We're your family," but it's not about you. That's why people have to learn. We all have questions about our inner selves, our inner being. We are one. We are spiritual beings that come by ourselves and leave by ourselves. And we have questions about certain things, even about our own selves. So if I have a mother or a father, I want to know where they come from. What are they like? You know, any kid would want that. So for a family that adopted, it's nothing against them. It's just the fact that you want to be
But they
complete. You
don't
want to
know
be whole.
they
Yeah,
don't
they don't
know
get it.
that until you explain that to them. And my mother did
Right.
not understand that. And then after a while, she was just basically like, "Well, whatever you need from me, I'll do it." But it took her
Yeah.
some time to come to grips with that.
Yeah. It's not that I don't love you or I don't think you're good enough. It's just that not only that, but medically. What if you need a rib or something's wrong? Things are hereditary sometimes in the families. You know, you might need something. Your blood's not the same as the people that adopted you. It's always good to know somebody that's, your kin bloodline. If it can't be, it can't be. But if it can be, why not try to find it? You know what I'm saying? And
But
yeah,
just like when my father, I shared with my father, I showed my father the pictures and everything I went through. I showed him the pictures. He's like, "Whoa!" I showed her high school picture, and then he remembered my high school picture, and I showed him my high school picture. And I showed her hers. And he was like, "Oh my God, that's you!" I thought that was you. He said, "That's you." I said, "No, that's her." He's like, "Oh my God!"
wow.
And then, I showed her how she looks now. He's like, "Woo, she's pretty." I was like, "You see, she looked just like her." And I showed her all the pictures from the past and all, the answers. Because I went back to black and white pictures. I didn't went
Wow.
all the way.
Wow.
They was doing painting portraits of people.
Wow.
Yeah,
What's your grandma like? Is your grandma gifted? What is she? What was
very
her?
much. Yes.
Oh, nice.
She's like, she could feel this and this and that. She's like, "I could tell you're a good spirit, you're good energy, and your husband's good." I'm like, "Don't tell me."
Wow. He is. He's a sweetheart.
I was like, "Don't you tell me." Don't you say that.
You a sweetheart. Yeah, but yeah, so I give the movie a
I
five. I
give it
really
a
enjoyed
5.
the movie.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's
And
a
I
good
think,
family movie.
yeah, it's definitely a great family movie. It wasn't a lot of crazy stuff, so you can sit down with your children and watch it.
Yeah,
Somebody
yeah,
got a nipple.
yeah, 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 yeah.
People got clothes on. They're not doing foul language.
Right,
And,
right.
and it was a movie without any cursing or anything like that. And it was funny. It has a comedic relief to it. Y'all would laugh. I was laughing. I cried. I had every emotion. I felt bad. I cried. I laughed. I I laughed. Okay. So definitely worth watch it, y'all.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
shoot, says Yamin. Exactly. You are both on point.
Thank you, Austin. Yeah, me see, we didn't know. See, that's why you got to come and let us know we are on point. You got to let us know we on. You guys are on it. Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. So what we're gonna be doing now is we're going to be because we were doing Wednesday on Sister Dr. Amir channel and then Friday on my channel. But what I decided to do is whatever we do on her channel, I'll just put it on my channel on Friday.
Mhm.
That way people can see it on my channel. And sometimes it takes a lot with doing Monday because I do the Monday night prayer stream. And then, Dr. Mary does her business during the week. So to do it Wednesday and Friday, sometimes you could be doing something with your business or something like that. So we're just going to keep it on Wednesday. I think Wednesday's a perfect day. Yesterday we kind of got off on the time, so we're doing it today, Thursday, but normally
Exactly.
it's Wednesday. Or do you like Thursdays better? It's up to you.
What's fine?
Yeah, Wednesday, yeah, but midweek is nice. And thank you for telling me to do, when I asked you what day should I do the prayer street, you said Monday would probably be a good day. So I've been doing it on Monday, and it seems like a pretty good time to have people come out. Not a lot of people come, but it's a nice little group where we can come
What
and pray about
was
something.
that oil that I told you? What was that? Brown sugar, black sugar? What's it called? I forgot.
Black sugar.
Black sugar. I thought okay.
Yeah, that smells really good. And I told you my roommate I had to buy her one. So thank you so much. I got the 3
You're welcome.
bottles. Yeah, I keep 2 for myself and one for her. I'm gonna actually get some lotion that unscented. I want to put some of that brown sugar. I'm gonna try to also get with Real Talk. She just came out with her book, and she
Hmm.
used to always come in the chat. And I just got her book. It just came in yesterday. I'm still reading through it. You can see. Um, I like these kind of books as a kind of, I was always funny about writing stuff down because sometimes I'm very
Exactly.
honest and somebody picks it up. I don't want them to hurt their feelings. But that's why I stopped journaling. But she asked you little questions and I'll answer. Stuff like who gave you your name? Is there a story behind your name? How would you describe yourself? Basically, it's trying to get to know who you are. And in this book, it's 6
Exactly.
different people telling their situations in their relationships, and then it goes into you know ways to better find love. So it's kind of like having a counselor
Hmm.
going along with you.
Like walking through your journey. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a really good book. I really enjoyed it. I only got to page 13 on here. I'm still kind of going through the book, and and then I try to do it without writing in it. But I'm trying to be obedient and do it, and really try to get something out of it. And actually, I did. When I got to page 5, I said, "I'm a warrior." I said, "Wow, I'm a warrior. I didn't know I was a warrior." And books like this, also Yummy is really. What I like about this book is only like about 100 pages. You can get through this pretty quick. Um, you know, you just get you a nice cup of tea or
Just
coffee,
and drink and just kind of read.
read it. And I was answering questions, like what made you choose, like how would you describe yourself? I mean, when you think about how would you describe yourself, it really makes you think like, well, I put very spiritual, creative, highly intelligent. Now that sounds kind of cocky, but I'm very smart. I keep telling my husband, honey, I'm smart, okay? You can't come at me like that. I know better. He's like, oh, I'm highly intelligent. Just tell me what you want. You got to get to the point. You can't go around circles with women like us.
Right.
You got to come with what you want because I'm going to start getting frustrated. I'm like, what do you want? But if you come at me directly and say, look, this is what I need. Okay, cool.
Right.
I can go with that. But if you're
Right.
like, well, honey, man, last week you did this, I'm thinking, what the heck is all that? What do you want? You taking me back 2 weeks ago? What the heck? I'm a today type of chick. Come bring it for today. What's going on Thursday? Give me the 15th. You bring me back to September. Oh no. Uh-uh. But me too, OCM. I like books like that too. That kind of challenging. Yeah, I'm simple.
Yeah.
I am
Exactly.
simple.
Yeah.
I'm the type of woman that when you come home, the house is clean, it smells good, your laundry is done. I'm probably, writing something or watching a good movie or walking the dog. It's really simple stuff. No drugs, no alcohol, no running to the club, not flirting with the neighbors. I mean, come on, dude. I
Yeah.
always tell them, quit playing with me, right?
You said
Before I have to go shopping or something, and then you're like, "Where you at? Where you at?" Well, I was trying to be at home till you start acting crazy. That's why people don't stay home,
right.
right? And it be, people stay home when they're in peace and love and joy, right, and tranquility.
Exactly. You want to
But
come
the
home.
minute you take that, we be in the car.
I'm trying to tell you.
Like, why you flying? Why you flying in the car like that? Can't get out any faster. I gotta get out. But thank God my husband, he's pretty. He's pretty mellow too. He just be, man, they just be doing stuff. I was like, you want me to fry your hamburger? You know what I'm saying? Maybe you need to eat. You hungry? Do anything else but talk to me crazy. Yeah. Me too. I love movies and books. I do.
But yeah, I do too.
Yeah. We should one day just have a day where we share books.
A book. We can do a book review.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be cool? Just pick a book and we just, we read it. Maybe we do something like that around the holidays. We could talk about stocking stuffers. This is a book that would make a great stocking stuffer. I love movies and books. Nice drink now again. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta have a drink. I tell you. I don't drink. I just not. I don't know. I just don't crave it. Sometimes people want a glass of wine, and I just don't. I don't crave beer. I crave like coffee or tea or. Lately, I've started drinking soda. I was like, what's going on with me? I don't even drink Cokes and sodas and Pepsis. But last month, I don't know what was wrong. I was drinking. I had to stop bringing that stuff in the house. I said, I'm like, that gets your stomach bloated. So I ain't drinking that stuff no more. But yeah, I'm not a drinker. You drink a little bit, Dr. Mary?
A little bit of what?
So do you drink a little alcohol?
Not really. Every now and then when I go get my nails done, when I go to the spa.
Oh, nice.
When I go get my massage, I might have a glass. It depends on what time of day. If I go early, no. If I go late, yeah. I don't want to be coming out the nail place going, hey,
hit me up.
At 1 o'clock, in the afternoon, I can't do a cocktail that early, But every now and then I might have wine. When I go around my biological family now, that's what they like. They like to drink wine. Even my grandmother likes to drink wine. I'm on my channel doing my teams and loving the channels. Yes. Following Dr. Mirror. That's right. You follow me. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You follow me.
I've been on my channel doing my thing and loving the channels. Oh, right on. Right on.
You found me on Facebook? You did?
Oh.
All kind of crazy stuff.
Oh, yeah. Do you? I don't think I have you. I don't think we're connected on Facebook.
You are too. I just did it like last week. Remember we added each other like last week. Something.
Oh yeah.
Like that.
Let me check it out. Okay, cool. Yeah, I like Facebook. I've been having Facebook for a while.
But I think we'll wrap this up. Let me let in.
All right. Yeah, we can wrap this up. Thank you guys for coming and listening.
I'm trying to tell you, I'm gonna next time we do this, I swear I'm gonna put my phone all the way in the kitchen because people will text and call me, and they don't do that until I get on the video. Every time I feel like I need to make a gazillion dollars, I need to just get on video and have everybody call me.
Exactly. Yeah, I will. I just went to your channel. Oh, right on. So I think they just checked. Are you guys on Facebook too? We could go check it out. But I will. I might just upload this on my channel, and people that have not seen our review on this, they could come to the other.
Yeah, I hope I ain't looking crazy because I'm all like, man, I just, first of all, why is my face always looking so, this is just black seed or my face regimen, but I probably need to dial back some of it because I look greasy. Jeez,
yeah, me too. I
look Jermaine Jackson greasy. You know what I'm saying?
I've been putting some, it's supposed to be a tightener. supposed to tighten up your skin. You know, you start getting dry neck. I said, no, I put that stuff every morning. But, you know, it's healthy though. It's healthy to have your face glow, you know.
Yep,
Rather,
another
you know,
thing. It looks like I'm frying
yeah.
chicken grease. All right, y'all. Let me
Right.
get up off of here. Let's get up off of
All
here.
right, all right. Well, thank you guys so much. I see Yumi says your skin looks fine. Yeah.
I don't
See?
think so. This greasy to me. I've been wiping and wiping and wiping and wiping. I done wiped on my eye. All right. I gotta get this energy going. I gotta do these readings. I got 2 more readings to do tonight. I'm telling you, I'm fast.
I heard that. All right, family. Thank you guys for coming.
You know
I
what?
enjoy it, Dr. Mira.
Hey, Angel, you want to start doing this earlier?
You'll be good.
I think we
Yeah,
should.
why not?
I think we should
Okay.
probably do it about 2 o'clock my time. What time is it for you at 2 o'clock?
About 11. Let's see. I think you're 3 hours ahead of me. So, like, you want to do 11 o'clock?
Is that too
My
early?
time? No, that's fine.
Okay, I
No,
think
that's fine.
because I'm telling you,
Yeah.
this 5 o'clock. Look at all these texts.
So we'll do it earlier. We'll do it, 10, 11 o'clock. You let me know, and I'll jump. I'm always on the computer around probably about 9, 10 o'clock.
Yeah,
Doing
me
emails
too.
and working on
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah.
that's where I would like to do because I mean
Okay.
this 5 o'clock is kind of. Woo.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that works for me.
All
Because I have
right,
Bible study at 10, and I'll be done at 11. We could jump on
okay,
right after Bible study.
all right. So let's do about because I don't want to about 11:15.
Oh, look at Annette. She says, I love you, beautiful ladies. Wow. Thank you, Annette.
Too.
Awesome. She's sweet. You guys are sweet.
But
She's
thank
sweet.
you,
She's supportive.
thank y'all so much. You know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna one day I'm gonna have my biological mother come on and my daughter, and we're gonna do who know me best. I would like to do
Okay.
like that.
Yeah. And then you can ask some questions.
Yeah.
Or I can ask the questions and say,
Yeah, you
okay,
can
what is
do
her
it.
favorite color? Yeah. And then we can have a prize for the winner. Yeah.
Exactly.
We have 2 prizes for the first winner. Second. They'll both be winners.
But she's hilarious. That's what I'm saying. She's hilarious. And her and my daughter both get that's too much. That's I'll be like,
Hey, Osiomi says it's 11 o'clock. We got the UK here. Wow. Look at that, Dr. Murray.
wow,
We got the UK in the house.
that's what I'm
Look at
talking
that. Wow. See?
like a bracelet, y'all ain't see a bracelet. I
Oh,
still
that's beautiful.
like a walk. Y'all sell these too,
I
y'all.
love
Go to
colors.
the website and get these. These are actual real
Beautiful.
you feel the energy off of them. So get these
Right
the
on.
chocolate butter. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Your
That's
girlfriend, your
cool.
baby mama, your cousin, your auntie, your grandma, and all them other people that's in your family that need stuff.
All right.
All right. We always try to sell some. That's right. We always promote. We always gonna promote. All right, you got fast. Let me get out this phone. I got to read. All right, y'all.
All right.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.